Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's daily review. Today is Friday, March 17, 2023, end of the week here. Hope you all had a good week. Now we're going to look at this here. This candle opened up, peaked above the previous day's high, didn't take out Monday's high or the imbalance, and then shot back down right back into that wick of yesterday. Let's go into a smaller time frame, 1 hour. This should be your order flow process thinking. You should look at, okay, take a look what Asia did, London did, spiked up, didn't take that high, started coming down aggressively. So this would have been the wick of the day. This is the fake move. This is the manipulation move, comes down. And we do have this big imbalance on the 1 hour to get repriced and rebalanced. And there's a demand block right there. Nice down candle, open. Right at the open, comes and taps right into it beautifully. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. And then on the 5 minute here, you'll see what we came up. We came down 845. We came back up. All right, this is a bearish day though. All right, this is your low. This is your lower high. This is your lower low. This is your lower high. So this is the expanding on the range, and this little range right here is protecting it. So price comes up, doesn't keep going up. All right, and then now the time is 10 o'clock. So we have the dollar was not useful at all, but this obviously was very helpful. We had a divergence in NAS. NAS ran up, and keep in mind, this is the first 5 minute candle of 10 o'clock of the 4 hour, and it's a nice strong candle, but that's usually fake. I mean, I see this signature all the time, but anyways, NAS took it out, took out this high, and Dow Jones and S&P did not. So this was to show you that the market was weak. All right, so that was to frame the trade as your confluence to take the trade, and nicely done here. So price came down, all right, and then made a gap right there. See that? And this was it was already a gap, but then the price came down underneath it and came down and acted as resistance. So price peaks back into the gap and then sinks off. So let me go to a 1 minute so you can see it more clear. And you will see here, there is the gap right there. And this orange line, by the way, is it is the weak opening, actually. So a little more confluence as well, because price is underneath it, comes in, look, taps it pretty nicely. Not the weak opening gap, but the gap itself. This obviously delineated by this big, purple box. Price comes down, comes back in. You're an automatic buyer with this imbalance in between. See the blue little box that's in between. So you got a nice. So you got imbalance, you have gap, you have weak opening, you have bearish market. All signs to buy, sell. And where are you taking this? Well, you're going to take it to that inefficiency, which is this big blue zone. And price comes down, taps in. I'm completely done for the day. I was done 80% here, but then when it started doing this, the rest was done because I'm not going to trade past lunchtime, and could have got a nice move up here, right here, but this is not something you want to hold. So price comes back up, comes back into this imbalance right here, taps in. Could have been a buyer there. Taps into this imbalance right there. Could have been a buyer right there. Price comes back up. Order flow, right? Higher high, higher low. Comes back into this block. Drag it out. Could have been a buyer right there. And then rushes and peaks. And what is it doing when it's doing this? When it's doing this, it's covering all the sells, all the shorts from here. So once it covered from here, what do you look to do? Well, you look to cover all the buys from here. The algorithm is looking to shake you out, right? Keep you in and keep you out. So price runs up, takes out that high. So that's liquidity taken. then breaks down, breaks down again, comes back up, takes out some highs while getting back into here, and sinks off at the time of 2 o'clock. So could have been, now this was a very hard sell to catch. You could have caught it right here. Once it broke, see it broke this structure, broke, and then comes back up, comes back down, comes back up right there. That's your support resistance. That's hitting this mitigation block right here, this one. And or you can even count this block as it being a resistance block. Pops back in here and then comes down, gets in there. You could have sold right there. Price came down and came back up and stayed in this candle. Could have been a seller there because it grabbed that. So it grabbed that high and then it got into this blue up candle, which would be a supply block. Sinks it down. And where is it hunting? It's hunting for that liquidity right there. So it could have grabbed that as well. Power hour starts to come in around 3 o'clock here. They had this big rush. You break above that. Big imbalance comes back down. You could have scalped that too. But that was the day here. As far as next week goes, I don't know. I'm still. Again, it's gonna get choppy on the daily here. I don't know how long it's gonna hold, but I'm still expecting lower prices. Now I'm not saying that we can't come back up here and still take out this, right? Because this is pretty juicy right here, but this could be left. We could come down a couple times just to grab into this 31,200, which is that gap, and then kind of like mosey on our way back up. How long this process takes, I don't know, but you know, you want to flow with the order flow. Back on the 1 hour, if you take a look here, you'll see that we have where is the inefficient price at? Well, we have this wick as an imbalance. We have this low here, right? Or on the top side, we have that high and that inefficiency right there. So if I'm just gonna go to a 4 hour. Yeah, it's cleaner there. See that? So 4 hour, nice imbalance right there. And this is the next low target. Not saying that can't be, but this is, I'm gonna delete this, that, take that out, and then I'm gonna leave that alone, but this would be, on the low side, this would be your next target. And that's pretty much it. All right, I hope this helps. You guys take care. God bless.